here at the Savoy, I do feel like it is quintessential British or maybe even English, but also it has a global allure to it and a global standard, of course. How do you keep it, bridged between those two things?
Mm-hmm. And again, I don't think you have to be English or British to lead the Savoy, but you have to be totally passionate about it, and you need to feel totally accountable for it. And so for me, my responsibility is to be the caretaker. I need to be the custodian of this legacy. And this is a British, English, London legacy that I'm in charge of. And so I need to respect that. So we can't do anything too wild and to drastically transform things. I compare what we're doing at the Savoy probably with a Porsche 911, which evolves gradually. The car is totally different from what it was in the 50s. Totally different, but you still know it's the Porsche 911. And the Savoy needs to convey the same message. We are quintessentially British. We need to keep and maintain the luxury codes and some of the British codes. But another British character, in my view, is eccentricity. So within that conservatism, we need to bring a dash of eccentricity. You see, look at those wonderful little shoes. I will say this is the dash of eccentricity. And I would say that in order for us to be quintessentially British, we need to always add a little bit of a twist. And that twist, that twist can come with the tartan, can come with the programming, can come with, who are partners. So we partnered here. When I was reopening the Savoy, we needed to renovate some spaces, but it was a difficult time. The ownership companies, had been bleeding cash for a while, so I needed to find new ways of bringing excitement, novelty, but in a different way. And we already had an association with Gordon Ramsay at the Savoy Grill for 20 years. Successful partnership, and I knew that he was interested in extending that relationship. So to make we discussed the possibility for Gordon Ramsay and the team to take over a restaurant called Casper. And but that came with a bit of risk for them, because it was operating another restaurant in the hotel, and one that is historically the Savoy restaurant. But we decided that within this agreement that we set, we would work very closely with Gordon Ramsay's team to respect what the Savoy is, and therefore have conversation in words and ability to discuss, the quality output, the people that are hired, etc., to really form a kind of a joint venture, which has been very successful since we did that, and it brought novelty with a restaurant that was renovated, reconceptualized, and is being run by one of the most well-known chefs in the world. Mm-hmm. And in addition to the grill, which was renovated last year as well, the Savoy Grill, which is a fantastic restaurant, still it's a very successful place. In addition to that, the place that used to be a meeting space on top of the grill reopened and was reconceptualized as a fine dining French restaurant called 1890 to pay homage to Auguste Escoffier when Auguste Escoffier started here. And Gordon Ramsay felt that he needed to pay homage to Escoffier's legacy and named this restaurant 1890. And we achieved our first Michelin star earlier on this year for 1890.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and we will continue doing that. So whenever we have the ability to invest, we look at what is it that stays true to what the Savoy is, but with a little bit of a twist that brings us to really, really the 21st century. So we make it evolve without shocking too many people's systems, but we bring novelty. So we are going to be reconceptualizing the Thames foyer, and we are going to create a very unique space that will still cater for breakfast, will still cater for afternoon tea, because that's one of the staples of one of our service offerings is afternoon tea at the Savoy. And in addition to that, we will have the ability to bring the space to life in the evening. And this is the heart of the Savoy. And at the moment, you come at 8 o'clock, it's died down. You still have access to the Beaufort Bar. You have access to the River Restaurant. But the place is too quiet. It drains the energy out of the place. So we are reconceptualizing that to bring the right level of energy throughout the day and night.
Interesting.
So this is how we look at things.